Hello and welcome to my fasting update and also to my channel Health and Wellness with Emma Mentel. I am now 110 hours into my long fast this week, and even though it's been a very different fasting experience compared to other long fasts, it's nevertheless been a huge opportunity again for breakthrough. So I just wanted to mention right at the start of this video clip that I wouldn't advise that you attempt long fast like this without really doing preparation and first trying out maybe shorter fasts like 16-8, 16 hours of no eating, 8 hours of an eating window, of really cleaning up your diet and getting rid of the carbs and the sugar, pastas and rice and potatoes, and really giving your body a bit of a thorough and good preparation. Then your longer fasts will feel a lot easier. You can also have a look at some of my other videos in this channel to just see what I have experienced and what some of my tips are. So this morning I woke up really early. I get up just after 5 a.m. where I live. Fortunately it's summer and it gets light easy. Sorry, I seem to keep having issues with hair in my eyes, and my blood sugar was 4.2. Wow, now we're getting somewhere. So this for me is great. It's I'm not surprised, but I'm really pleased. 4.2 for me is probably where I would say I now would want to watch where it goes from here. If it goes too low, so in our measurements as millimole per liter, I know other countries use different reference ranges. For me, when it gets to about 3.8, I really pay attention because I don't want it to go too low. But 3.6 probably is still completely okay. And one would really just pay attention to how your body is feeling, what your energy levels are like, if you're feeling dizzy, headachy, if your blood pressure feels low. So this will be a very personal zone for any fasters, like where do I go from here? So I pay attention to my energy levels. As I mentioned in each video, I really like this mineral solution called Bio 77. There are others that are very similar to this, and I don't just use this when I'm fasting. I'm someone who advises clients and participants on my courses to really add minerals and trace elements to your water, to filtered water, good quality filtered water, and then adding in the minerals in that. So from a fasting experience, what does one expect at this stage? So it's like 4.5 days in. As you can see, my energy is good. I'm not feeling lethargic. I notice all kinds of subtle changes in my body. My stomach has been rumbling a little bit, and not a hunger rumble, but probably really noticing now that food is not coming in. So if we had to think about the ancestors and how they probably sometimes had to go without food for a really long time, the digestive tract is now really noticing a whole lot of things. We know that after 24 hours there's a reset of the intestinal cells, a gut reset. We know that by 72 hours that autophagy is really at its peak, cells are clearing out, and the deeper we go, the longer we go, the more the body will be clearing out any faulty components, anything that slows down the optimal optimal working, optimal operation, optimal functioning of the cell, the mitochondria. So from any and every angle that you look at this, the body will be attempting to really optimize everything. But at the same time, you should be paying attention to how you're feeling if you get to this late stage of fasting. So I feel that from an emotional point of view, there are different layers of quite difficult emotions that arise. And just in the sense of one can't go and numb it. So if some sadness or some frustration arises, and as I mentioned in yesterday's video, also this overlap with the full moon tomorrow, it will really intensify and amplify a whole lot of things. So for me, one of the focuses or one of the awarenesses around this particular fast, and perhaps this will apply to every fast, but especially now as tomorrow is the full moon, will be around limiting beliefs. If you watched my recording yesterday, you will remember that the card I drew from this Divine Abundance Tasha Silver pack was limitless. And after I made that recording, I listened to another clip from somebody that I follow, and the mention about limiting beliefs really struck a deep chord with me, because I think that's the one area where we can really take a deep dive into reprogramming and rewiring how we approach our healing journeys, regardless of the diagnosis, regardless of how long or short you've had this condition for, regardless of what your reasons are for wanting to explore a healthy lifestyle and perhaps fasting as a tool. So limiting beliefs is something that can be so deeply ingrained in many adults, men and women, children, where we will feel restricted and where we will feel that or experience that what I believe about myself becomes my truth. And there is a huge opportunity for breakthrough in the fasting process, because now that you've removed food and your body is actually, like in my case, functioning really well, feeling energized, feeling absolutely able to carry out any normal tasks. I wouldn't do strenuous exercise, but I have been doing some movement. I swam in the sea this morning and not exerting myself, but I certainly am not bedridden. So the limiting beliefs is where we feel and believe and buy into those beliefs that I can't do this. This is not possible for me. And this is one of the greatest gifts for me on the fasting journey, is that I can move through those limiting beliefs. I can get beyond where sometimes my thoughts and my mind will get in the way and try to convince me that this is not possible or that this will be too difficult. So I think from a personal development point of view, fasting is a great tool to show us actually the potential, where we can go, where it is possible, where it's not so much effort to actually experience something truly miraculous. Because honestly, if you look at 110 hours without food, water, minerals, 2 or 3 coffees a day, one would expect to actually feel absolutely dreadful and weakened, and this is definitely not the case. So again, I drew a card from this same pack just now before this video, from Divine Abundance by Tasha Silver. And this card today that I absolutely love is called Outrageous Openness. So I know with Tasha, and I have got a few of her books, this Outrageous Openness was, I think, a title of one of the books, and what first drew me to her work. And it will be about, this card informs me about my will to release me from any attachments. So about being open to things that show up, about being just wildly open to this journey, even though it can seem so terrifying at the beginning of a long fast. Like, where am I going to go? How's this going to feel? And for me, this is a wonderful opportunity to just be open to what shows up. To, again, as I mentioned in yesterday's video, not to have strict expectations, but rather be curious, just to notice. And then also to really pay attention to where your body takes you physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Spiritually, this for me has been a great tool as well. Becoming more aware, really getting to use those kind of tools like intentions and a meditation, and perhaps even prayer and gratitude as part of this. And I wanted just to mention very quickly that intentions for me have always been a big part of my work when I work with private clients and when I work with groups. Intentions are very different to goals. Intentions are about, how do I want to feel? What is this new version of myself that I want to meet? How will it feel when those things are in place? And intentions can be very supportive, something we can journal about. How do I want to feel? What is the theme for this particular fast? And so I think when we bring in all these other aspects like intention, awareness, gratitude, really noticing emotions that come up, it then becomes far more of a holistic experience. It's not so just one-dimensional where it's just, I'm getting hungry, now I'm in ketosis, and now I'm drinking water. It's like this blend of all these different aspects and elements. So I am really very grateful to my body for showing up and keep showing up and continuously just adapting and adjusting to something that one might feel would be quite a big stress on the body. Let me know what your experiences are. I hope you found this inspirational and motivational, and thank you for watching. Please subscribe, please share, and please comment. I will update you later on how this fast goes for the rest of the day.